end of the table, the Storm, your old team Cheese, they look like the best team in the comp by a mile.
I reckon Bulldogs look the best.
Better than the Storm.
Yeah. Defence wins games, and their defence is unbelievable. Bulldogs. And I don't think when Storm play a team that's going to defend really well against them, and the Storm aren't defending very well for their standard.
Yeah, you're right there.
I think they picked apart the Warriors in the first half, but then when shit went out the door, they lost the second half. They lost the second half 16-4. I think they're one of the best teams, but Bulldogs are the best team in the comp right now.
The way Melbourne attack, it grabs your attention with the width of pass, the speed that they move the ball to space. Like, it never goes to the wrong person. And it's almost like they're toying with the opposition. Like, and you know, you're right. They've done that. They've faded out in a couple of games, basically because the games have been done. I think, and obviously that's an attitude thing. And Storm may get a shock, and they did. Well, they got a shock when they played against the Dragons, and the conditions weren't great. Dragons stayed in the fight for a little bit longer. A few things went away that went against the Storm that, you know, on a dry day or usual day goes in their favour.
I've just been a part of a team. I was part of Storm in 2021, and we scored the world's most 40-point games in a season, where he nearly broke the record for most points scored in a season for a club. And when everything's going well, it's so easy to play well. It's easy to throw the ball around and score tries for fun. But then when it's harder to cope, when you go through like 8 games of just flogging everyone, when you finally come up against something and everything's going wrong, it's really hard to like bring yourself back into the game, and because you're just not used to it. Whereas, and then like they're leaking points late, which is, it's not a great sign. If they can turn their defense around and stop leaking those little ones at the end, and it might not seem like much because the game's over, but those sort of things, I feel like they stack up, and you feel like getting scored against is not a great look. But like the Dogs have been stopping people from scoring against them, and that's what the whole game's about. It's not about winning 40-18, 40-20. The game's about winning 6-0 if you can, 12-0. Like those games are worth more than a game that's you win 6-0 is more important than a game you win 80-0. Oh, not 80-0, 80-20. The Storm definitely have the best opportunity to be the best team in the comp. I just don't think they are at the moment.